Welcome to Project Pan Month 2. Today is Saturday, May 23rd, so we are a couple days in and I have some serious updates I am very excited to share with you. So here we go. First things first, I finally finished the Tony Moly Ceramide Mochi Toner after almost 2 full years. I know that at this point I probably shouldn't have been using it, probably shouldn't have finished it at that point, but it doesn't say on the back. Okay, actually it does say on the bottom. It expires in October, November. So we're good. It was fine. This was a great toner, but I'm happy to be done with it. So I started using the I'm From Rice toner. It looks like I've used a lot of it. I haven't. It's because I decanted it once again into this Indie Lee bottle that I love so much. So I've only been using this for like 2 days now and I really like it so far, and honestly it feels a lot like the Tony Moly toner. So I'm happy with that. That's exciting. One product down. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is this eye cream. I did not think that I was anywhere close to finishing it because it felt like still pretty heavy and full. But then when I went to use it this morning, barely any came out. I tried to take the top off and it came off, but I'm wondering if like maybe there was a tube that's supposed to be attached to this and it fell off in there. I am not really sure. And then I stuck a Q-tip down there and I got a little bit more out, but honestly, I think I'm only gonna be able to use this for like 2 or 3 more days. Honestly sucks though because this is so much plastic. This is so much plastic, like it feels still heavy and I guess it's empty. So that's annoying, and that is and that's part of the reason why I want to try another one. So this one's about to be donezo. Also wanted to say that I recently received this Bare Minerals face powder from a friend. They said it was the wrong shade for them. It might work for me. We'll see. If it doesn't, then I won't put it in the project. I haven't tried it out yet, but I just wanted to say that I have this now. So there you go. In my last update, I mentioned that I started using the Peach and Lily KP Bump Scrub, and bump scrub sounds like it's like for pregnant people. That's not what I meant. Like razor bump scrub. Okay, anyway. I was saying that it was hard to get it out of the package because it's just like far too thick to get out of the tube. So I did cut it open and it was even hard to scoop it out after that. Like it's just a really thick product and I honestly think they should have put it in a tub and not a tube, but whatever. I added it to my Beauty of Joseon Ground Rice and Honey Glow Mask. This is obviously a face mask, but I realized recently that face masks just, they overstimulate me and they give me sensory issues so bad, and especially when it's like an exfoliating type one that's kind of chunky and then it dries and kind of cracks on your face. I hate it. I don't like that. So what I decided I'm gonna do is just use this as a body scrub in the shower. So I have this and then I added the Peach and Lily one to it, and all of the Peach and Lily stuff is like kind of sitting on top, and honestly like that'll be done before the month is out. So I'll be able to add that to the project. And then I used this the last couple of nights in the shower to exfoliate my arms and legs when I had sunscreen on, and what a nice lovely thing. I am so proud of myself that I've been so innovative, and I would recommend if you have a face scrub or something that you don't really like, use it on your body. Why not? You know, I'm not wasting it. I'm going through it. It's not like I'm just throwing things away. I'm just using them in different ways than they were intended. And speaking of that, I have this. This is a salsa jar that I am turning into a candle. Now, I like to make something that I call Franken candles. What that means to me is when I finish a bunch of candles and there's a little layer of wax left, but the wick is too short, so you can't burn up that last bit of wax, I like to use my wax warmer to liquefy it and then pour it into another candle, and essentially I just make a candle out of the last bits of other candles. It's sustainable and it's fun and it's a weird little hobby that I have. So the other day I had just the most genius idea. I realized that I have this large number of lip products, right? But a good portion of those lip products are chapsticks. And at this point in my life, I am not the biggest chapstick fan anymore. I am more of like a moisturizing lip balm, lip gloss kind of girly, because you can get all the benefits from a chapstick, but it elevates your look at the same time. So I have all these chapsticks that are just sitting there. I'm not doing anything with them, and most of them probably expired. Guess what chapstick is? It's wax. What are candles made out of? Wax. I can make a Franken candle out of chapstick. So that's what I'm gonna do, because honestly, I should probably not be putting most of these on my lips anymore. So enter Franken candle. I started this Franken candle. You'll see there's like a little bit at the bottom with this. Actually, this is not a chapstick, but it's going in there. It's on the list. This is the Olive and June cuticle balm. I'm gonna say something crazy right now. I don't believe in cuticle balm. I don't believe in cuticle oil. I have an oil and a balm, but I did not purchase any of them, and I just think that if you push your cuticles back and you moisturize your hands, like, I don't think you need a product for that. But it was just like a wax, so I melted it down, put it in here, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with all of these. All of these are going to go into that candle. I'm gonna melt them down, and then I'll show you the candle when I'm done, and I'm so excited because it's going to get so many products off the list, and it's gonna be able to be used, and it'll probably smell really good also. So that is super exciting. That's my little update for right now. Other than that, I wanted to show you that I have this really cutie new makeup bag. It's adorable. My cutie wife generously bought this for me the other day, and I'm so obsessed with it. It's from Baggu, and I love it, and it's holding so much makeup. All of my shit is in here, which is lovely. So I just want to show you that really quick because it's cute. That's it for now. Hi. Okay, so today is May 31st, and I have some major updates for you. I would like you to just take a deep breath and prepare yourself to be amazed, because I have for you my pride and joy. This is my chapstick candle. This is the candle that I made out of a shit ton of chapsticks that I had that I knew I wasn't gonna want to use up, and they were also probably expired. So I haven't lit it yet. I haven't used it because I wanted to show you. This is a small jar. I think this was actually from a like chili crisp, and I washed it out and made a little candle in there. It smells mostly like the My Melody strawberry ice cream one. I feel like that was the most intensely scented lip balm, so it mostly has that scent, which is cool. It's summertime. I feel like strawberry is such a summertime scent to me, so I am very excited to light this, and then essentially all of those chapsticks will be used up. So that's really exciting, and those are all going to go in the empties for month 2. Speaking of the empties, I had just been putting them in this reusable bag because I didn't know what else to do with them, but I want to be able to see them, and I know that a lot of other people that do Project Pan like to keep them in like a plastic bin or something, but I am not about purchasing new plastic when I don't have to. And so the other day I thrifted this wire basket with this like beautiful wooden bottom. It was actually technically free to me because I took stuff in to a local thrift store, and then I had credit and I bought this with that. So essentially this was free, and it's so cute, and I am going to dump all of these empties in here. Oh my god. Yay! Look at all of them! This is so exciting because I feel like this is such a good visual reminder of how much I've used up already, and I feel like that makes me so proud of myself to see all of it. Then I have more updates, more things that I have finished. So today actually I finished this aloe vera from Target that I've had for a long time that I told you was expired, and it was almost done, so I decided to add it to the project. And and I was able to finish it today, so that's really exciting. These are not a part of the project, but I just wanted to say really quick that I finished the Inky List pimple patches that I got from Sephora last month, and I don't think I'd buy these again. I do think that they are super invisible, so if you're needing to wear a pimple patch out of the house, these are your girl. But I genuinely don't do that very often. I normally only use pimple patches at night or when I'm at home. So I don't feel like buying something that is specifically super invisible is really important to me. But also, when I have a bad zit and I need to use a pimple patch on that same zit multiple times, I don't want to have problems with doing that because I feel like that's like the most effective way to get rid of a zit if you're not gonna pick at it, which you shouldn't, and I really need to stop doing that. So I used one of these multiple times on the same spot, and then I got a rash and I had a reaction from the adhesive. Like it was like a little circle around the spot from the adhesive, not from the part that sucks the gunk out. So that is not great. Not saying that these are bad, I just don't think my skin likes them. So even though these weren't a part of the project, I just wanted to say that. Then we've got these four babies. I finished my Summer Fridays birthday cake lip butter balm, and I am just over the moon. I have previously finished a sweet mint lip butter balm by Summer Fridays, but this was the first one that I've finished since starting the project, and I am so proud of myself, and I'm so excited because I have another one that I can open and use that. So this is all gone, and then I actually immediately after my last update, I finished the bubble eye cream, and I think I'm gonna try the Inky List caffeine eye cream next because I hate how much plastic this packaging has. It feels like it's still full, but it's just the packaging, and I don't get that. I also feel like it didn't last very long. Like I got this in the beginning of December. I don't know. The Inky List one looks like it'll last way longer, so I need to go get that one and add it to the project. Then I finished the nutrient mist from True Botanicals. I put finish in air quotes because I used this and I was like, wow, that is so stinky. That smells so bad. And I was like looking at the packaging and I noticed that on the bottom there is actually an expiration date, and this expired in November of 2022. So I was like, that's probably why it's so stinky, because it's gone off so long ago. So I actually did just dump this out because I'm like, I don't want to know what this could do to my skin if I continue to use it until it's gone. I just don't want to take that chance. So she's done. She's going in the basket. And then I finished the Mad Hippie Vitamin C serum that I had. This actually does have an expiration on the bottom too, and it says it doesn't expire until August of this year. However, I do think it's one of those products that's like you have 6 to 12 months to finish it once you open it, because this smelled like it had gone off too. And I finished this not by putting it on my face, but by like putting it on my legs and then making sure I was wearing sunscreen when I had like shorts on. So I used it up, it's gone, it's done, and this can be added to the basket. Those are all the updates that I have for right now. I think the next things that I'm closest to finishing are my Bioma Milky Oil Cleanser. I used that last night in the shower and it felt close to being done. Oh, another update that I just needed to give really quick. Remember the orange flower Saltaire heat protectant spray that I got? And I was like, is this gonna be a mistake? Trying something new instead of just using what I already know? Yeah, so that was a mistake. That was a mistake because I brought it home, started using it, and my wife was like, I don't know that I like how that smells. And I was like, okay, I'm so sorry, because she wasn't with me when I bought it. And I was like, let me know if it's like too much for you. And she was like, I think it's gonna be fine, but we'll see. And then a couple days later, I used like a good amount of it because I was gonna blow dry my hair and I wanted to make sure it was like fully protected. And she was like, I'm so sorry, but I cannot deal with that smell. And I was like, I respect that so much. I am a girly that is really sensitive to smells, and And so if this is going to be a product that I'm going to use frequently, which I do use heat protectant frequently, I don't want it to be something that irritates my wife's nose. So I will be getting rid of that. And I did repurchase another Tresemme heat spray, and I will just be using that. So karma really got me because I was excited to try something new, and it was actually like double the price of the one that I usually get, and it backfired. So lesson learned, I will not be branching out with the heat sprays. I will just stick to my $6 Tresemme spray instead of trying a new $13 product that ends up irritating the person that I live with. Yeah, that's the update on that. Good morning. Today is June 3rd. I am being kind of quiet because my wife is still sleeping, and I wanted to chat a little bit while I get ready for work. I have some updates. I went out and got my Dutch Rose for me and my wife this morning because it is sticker day, and you best believe we do not miss sticker day in this house. I guess first up, I'll tell you what I finished while I am doing my skincare. Oh, and I guess I never talked about this product that I'm putting on my face right now. When I bought it, when I finished my Mad Hippie Vitamin C serum, I noticed that there was a gap in my routine, and I didn't really feel like the vitamin C of it all was like serving me a ton. So I decided to get like a hydrating serum, and I got the Bioma Phytomucin Glow Serum, and I love it. I love it so much. I feel like it does make me really glowy, and I've been using it morning and night, so I guess that will be added to the project. Anyway, I finished the True Botanicals pre-cleansing oil in the shower the other day. When I first got it, I tried to use it on my face because that's what you're supposed to do, and I hated that. It honestly felt like putting olive oil on my face, and I immediately stopped doing that and was just using it as like a shaving oil or just like an in-shower body oil because it's really thick, and that was serving me well. And I finished it up because I have been on my body exfoliating journey, so I felt like I needed more moisture, so I've been using it to like replenish the moisture on my arms and legs after I exfoliate, and now I'm all done with that. It's got me thinking though, I think I might take that Biossance squalane oil that I have that's pretty full and also expired and use that in the shower because I honestly hate using it. The pump is like so weird, and I think some part of it is broken because every time I use it, some like comes out of the top, it like spills out, and I really don't like that. So if I can just put that in the shower and use it in there so the mess is not a problem, that would be great. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Then hopefully I can get through that kind of fast. Second update, I did finish the Peach and Lily KP Bump Scrub. Like I said, I added it to my BOJ face mask that I've been using as a scrub, but like I know for certain that all of this has been like scooped out of the top. So this is done. Very exciting. I liked it, but I feel like I wouldn't repurchase it because I don't like that it comes in a tube. And then honestly, this is the one that I'm most excited about that I finished. I finished my Kosas concealer. I tried my best to clean it out, so that's why it looks like so clean. I didn't like obviously use it until it looks like this, but it was like fine one day, and then the next day it was super dry, and I was like, I don't think there's very much left. I looked inside there because I had taken the stopper out, and there was barely any left. It was just like clinging to the sides, and then it only worked for one more day after that, and then it was donezo. So I actually went to Sephora last night, and first of all, I got shade matched, which was a great experience. I think that maybe part of the reason why I've had trouble with concealers in the past is because it's just not a perfect shade. So I'm thinking, oh, I just don't like this concealer, but it's like, no, maybe it looks bad on you because it's not the right color. So I got shade matched, and I got the Say Slip Tint in shade 2 because I'm that pale. And the employee like put it on me and was like, okay, look in the mirror. And I was like, where is it? I can't see it. So it must be a perfect match. And I was like, all right, that's the one I want. So I'm very excited about this. Love it. I love their branding. It's just like so sleek. And then the only other thing that I got was the caffeine eye cream from the Inky List because I ran out of my bubble eye cream. So I'm really excited to try that. I already forgot that I had that though, and I just put on moisturizer, and normally you put it on before moisturizer, so I think I'll just try it out for the first time tonight when I do my nighttime skincare. Oh, last night in the shower, I realized that my Dove bar soap, which I did include in the project because it was a situation where I think I had actually bought a Costco pack of Dove bar soaps. And like, don't get me wrong, I love Dove, but I got the like peaches and cream scent, I think, and it smells good, but I am somebody that gets tired of scents really quickly sometimes, and I'm pretty sure we had like 8 bars of soap to go through, which is insane. So that definitely taught me a lesson. Don't do that again. Even if it's a little bit less cost effective, just buy the soaps individually so that I can get whatever scent I'm feeling at that time. So I'm almost done. It's like really teeny tiny, and normally when a soap is that small, I'll either put it in like a small mesh bag, and that'll help it not like slip through the cracks of the soap holder that I have, or I'll just like press it really hard to a bigger bar of soap, and then it will become like integrated into that one. So I'll probably do that, to be honest, and that'll be exciting. I'll get to cross it off the list. I won't have anything to show you because the nature of bar soaps, they disappear as you use them, so that'll still be exciting to cross off. And then other than that, in the shower, I noticed that my Bioma Milky Oil Cleanser has like one more use, so I'll use it tonight and then it'll be done. I love it so much. I think this is like my 3rd or 4th bottle of it, but I don't plan on repurchasing it anytime soon, at least not during the project, because I have multiple giant bottles of unscented Castile soap, and that has never done me wrong. The Dr. Bronner's baby soap has never done me wrong. I use it as a first oil cleanse on my face, and then I go in with my gel cleanser after that, and it has never given me any problems. So I just feel like if part of Project Pan is to save money and use what you have, that's what I should be doing. So even though I love the Bioma one, I'm gonna wait a while and just use the Dr. Bronner's, and my wallet will be a little bit happier. But yeah, those are the updates. We have a little bit left of month 2, and I feel like I've done really well so far, but I know that it's gonna get to the point where like everything is gonna be a lot more slow going. I'm gonna have like nail polishes that last forever and eyeshadows that last forever, and gonna be like, what do I do? This is taking so long. I am enjoying the fast progress now, so I'm excited to keep going. Hi, it's like 10:30 in the morning, but it's so hot today here in Oregon. This is our first 90-degree day, I think, and I'm trying to keep everything closed so it doesn't get super hot in here, but I'm sure you can probably hear the AC running in the bedroom. That's fine. That's okay. I just did my makeup and I have a couple updates for you. First of all, if you are on social media in the beauty space during the summer, you will know that I feel like every year everyone is always talking about being like glowy and bronzed for the summer, and I'm extremely white, and I'm also doing Project Pan. So being glowy and bronzed is not happening, but I discovered a hack the other day. I used my Say highlighter, my cream highlighter, and I put it on like the spots where I would normally put highlighter on before I did my sunscreen, and then I put sunscreen on my face, rubbed it in, and I feel glowy. So that's what I've done today. I don't know if you can tell, I don't know, but I feel excited about it. So thought I'd tell you. Also, this sunscreen is like right about here, I think. I knew that it was getting low, but then I saw it in the light today and I was like, oh shit, that's like really low. So I ordered another one on Sephora because they're having a sale. I don't really understand how they're choosing what's gonna be on sale, but some things are significantly cheaper right now. So I got the Innisfree face sunscreen that I've used before and I really like, and it was really cheap. So that will be coming soon to replace that one when that's done. I also finished my Bioma face cleanser and I'm happy that it's done. I'm proud of myself. And then I'll just be using my Dr. Bronner's Castile oil cleanser soap on my face as my first cleanse. I also feel like I haven't talked that much about my perfumes, and that's because I don't remember to wear them very often. So I did want to say though that this one, this Sabrina Carpenter one, my sister got me this a while ago and it smells really, really good, but not on me. It doesn't work well with my body chemistry. I just feel like when I smell it, it smells great. When I spray it on myself and I let it sit for a second, it's like too spicy and I really don't like it. So we recently ran out of air freshener spray for the bathroom and we've just been using this. We just spray it in the air and then it's lovely. So that's how we are using this up, and I feel proud of myself for being creative and finding another use for it that also doesn't feel like I'm just dumping it out and wasting it. I've done it. I have reached the end of month 2 of Project Pan. I honestly can't believe that we're already to the end of month 2. That's kind of crazy. It feels like it's been so much longer than that, but so much shorter than that at the same time. But I'm really excited to finish off this video because I have stats for you all. I feel like that's what was missing from my month 1 video, and I'm really sad that I didn't include that. But I just wasn't thinking through the whole counting of it all. But I did do some counting so we can see how many products I actually finished. I have my little notebook here and this is where I've written every single product, and then when I finish something off, I'll cross it off with a highlighter, and then I decided that I'm going to use a different color highlighter for each month. These light pink colored highlights are from month 1, and then these darker pink / reddish color, that is for month 2, and then so on and so forth. And it will of course follow the rainbow order of colors because that's the correct thing to do, and I'm a Virgo, so I will be doing it correctly. I also wanted to mention that I have found random things that I've added to the project because I couldn't find them when I was starting this off, or I forgot they existed, or there are a couple things that I did buy and then add to the project because once they're finished I do want them to go in the pile. Oh, and one more thing, I did actually finish a last minute product yesterday. I finished the Skin 1004 smoothing cream, which is just a facial moisturizer. So this can be added to the basket of finished products, and I'm very happy about that because it wasn't necessarily my favorite. I don't think I would use it again personally, and now I am back to Ye Old Faithful Cetaphil moisturizer, which I could not be happier about. So with that last addition, I will give you my numbers for last month and this month. Also, in case you were wondering, you might think, oh, that's actually not that many pages. You probably would have a lot more stuff to write. That's because I didn't include the nail polish, because I know that it's gonna take me so long to finish the nail polish that I just felt like I don't need to write every single one. I don't know, maybe I'll go back and do that later, but right now I just can't be bothered, to be honest, and maybe future me will be able to be bothered with that. I don't know. So since the intro video being the start of me doing Project Pan, before I started month 1, I counted up all of my products, I laid them all out, and I came up with the number 220. I had 220 beauty products to get through, and then I added up all the things that I've added to the project since that day, and that number is 230. I actually thought it was more than just 10 extra things, but it wasn't. 230 is the number that we are going to be going with for the moment. So in month 1, I finished 12 products. I say finished, but let's remember there were 3 lip glosses that I got rid of because my sisters took them, and then there was a lip balm that I decided I was going to put into my lip balm candle, which I did, and I only melted that first one down that first month, and then the rest of them I just did in month 2. You saw my little candle. It's very cute. cute, adorable, and I'm happy that I did that. But I'll be honest, it's not like I used up every single one of those by putting them on my lips. I made it into a candle. So that's kind of cheating, I guess. But in month 1, 12 products left the collection. So that does bring us down under 230, and it actually brings us under 220 as well. At the end of month 1, I was working with 218 products. That's a big jump, 12 products. That's great. Month 2, let me tell you, because I made my little candle with a bunch of lip products, I finished 24 products. So that brings our total number of products that I need to finish down to 194, which is honestly pretty exciting. We are below the 200 mark, and I couldn't be happier about that, to be honest. But now that I'm thinking about it, let's count up how many products I finished that weren't the ones that I put into the candle. Okay, so without the ones that I put into the candle, I finished up 11 products. So I do feel pretty good about that. I also wanted to mention that I think this is the 3rd or 4th time that I've painted my nails with my spring color. Obviously, they're really chipped right now and I need to fix that, but I've been good about trying to use up that polish, and I'm really proud of myself for that. I have not strayed and done anything else because honestly, I really love this green and I do feel like it's great for this time of year, but like, I'll allow myself to switch it up eventually, obviously. I just really want to make a concerted effort to work through one polish so that we are making headway, because if I continue to just paint my nails with whatever color I want, I'm never gonna finish any of these nail polishes. They're just gonna get crusty, and that's how I'm gonna throw them away. It's not gonna be because I actually used as much of it as I could, and I wanna actually get through it. I would love to eventually, this is like years and years down the road, I would eventually love to be a person that has a maximum of 10 nail polishes. I feel like that's like the dream number for me. I feel like that's minimalistic, but it also would give me a good margin of choice to work with, and I think that would be perfect. Obviously, that's not where we're at today, but eventually I will get there, mark my words. There are a couple products that I am just about to finish, but I want to be truthful. I don't want to waste things, so I'm just gonna save them for month 3, and I will be able to talk about those in the next video, which is very exciting. But yeah, that's how it's gone. That's been month 2. I feel like this challenge is super motivating, and honestly, it shouldn't be a challenge. We should always be doing Project Pan. We shouldn't be just buying stuff in excess, but consumerism is the name of the game, especially in America. So it's something that is actually pretty darn hard to fight against, especially being on social media. That's really something that I actually wanted to talk about. That's something that I've really honed in on in the 2nd month. Last year in, I think April or May, my wife and I both decided to take a month off of Instagram, and I honestly feel like it kind of changed my life. I have since gotten back on Instagram, but it really showed me the things that you don't realize are happening to your brain and to your habits when you're going on social media every day. And I honestly feel like I want another break in July, largely because there is no way to get away from the ads. There's just not. Like, even if they released a premium version of Instagram where you're not getting the Instagram ads that Instagram pushes towards you, all of the influencers that you follow make ads. That's how you become an influencer. That's how you make money as an influencer. You do ads for companies. You are trying to sell your followers stuff. And as much as, like, yeah, I guess I'm a person on the internet too, I just can't imagine telling people that they need to use their hard-earned money to just buy this shit because I want to get paid to do the ad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And I just feel like it makes me want stuff all the time. I mean, if you watched my video where I talk about all the things that I'm wanting to try when I finish up certain products, but I'm not gonna buy it yet because of Project Pan, I just feel like I probably wouldn't want any of those things if it wasn't for Instagram. Like straight up, I don't even know how I would have heard of all those things. The only way that I was like actively hearing about new things when I was off Instagram was when I would get on the Sephora app and I would just scroll, and I would catch myself doing that and be like, oh girl, you need to stop because nothing good can come from this. This is not a constructive way to use your time. So obviously no hate towards social media and people that use social media. I'm currently using it right now, but I just feel like I might want to take the month of July off and just see how that makes me feel and how it could potentially affect my mindset while I'm doing Project Pan. We'll see. I think that could be interesting. Other than that, those are all the updates. That is a wrap on month 2, and I hope you will continue to join me for this journey. I hope you come back and watch my month 3 wrap up when that comes out. I am super excited to keep going with this, and I'm super thankful that a lot more people are watching. I have surpassed 500 subscribers, and I know that might sound like absolutely nothing, but that is a goal that I've had for so long. I think I've been on YouTube for like 3 years now, and I actually can't believe that I hit that goal, and it's because of the Project Pan videos. So thank you so much if you're new here and you've subscribed and you're watching me and getting hype with me to finish all of my products. I really appreciate it. That's all for me though. I will see you next time. All of my social media links are in the description below if you haven't gone and followed me elsewhere, and you can give this video a like, you can subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time. Bye!